the midpoint season here, March and April. As you can see, we are steadily climbing down toward the end of season number 2 in the eXba basketball season, and it has been one heck of a ride so far. And tonight it's San Diego and Jacksonville. Once again, San Diego. This time, San Diego at home at their place against the Jacksonville Jump, where the Jacksonville Jump pretty much ran control of San Diego in the first matchup, as San Diego lost 118 to 95 in that first matchup. With the jump led by Shaquille Harrison with 20 points, Steph Curry with 15, Dorian Finney-Smith with 15 points, Nurkic with 14 points, 9 rebounds in the game. Joe Harris also led the team with 13 points for the jump. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist 12 points, 5 assists in the game. As a Bouquet, the young man from Kansas, 11 points, 1 rebound in the game. But the young man, I'll tell you, he was doing a heck of a job. Jeremy Grant with 7 points, 7 assists for the jump in that game. Alex Abrinas with 5. Cody Zeller with only 2 points, 7 points, but a block shot and a steal to lead the way in his second year with the jump. And then Muscala with 2, Cassius Stanley with 2 points, and then Scott Samuel Williamson did not get to, he played 5 minutes in that game. For the Cyclones, they were led by Bobo with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Russell Westbrook with 22 points, 4 assists in the game. Marc Gasol, the veteran, 16 points, 8 assists, 2 block shots in the game for Big Mark in that game. So heck of a game there. Morris with 10 points, 6 rebounds for him. Luke Kennard with 8 points. Green with 8 points also. Jermichael Green with 8 points also. Zach Collins with 4 points, 4 rebounds, and a block shot. Nicholas Batum with 2 points. And a lot of ones across the board. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block shot. J.J. Barea with only 2 points. Young man who played with Miami last season and playing this year for San Diego. 2 points, 1 assist for him. Leslie Awandu, 2 points, 1 assist for him, as he is. And then Josh Okogie with 1 point, 1 rebound for him. And then everyone else did not score in that game. So, but then something weird happened. We had the trade deadline, and we also had some other stuff happen too. The California Dragons fired their head coach Doc Rivers. Of course, this year has just been an absolute bomb for the California Dragons. Not only are they not looking good in the sense of right now they are in danger of relet. Could be bad. Of course, the Leopards were the front runners, and then the Leopards got hot towards the end. So now we're down to the Los Angeles Leopards at 19-41. The Dragons 14-48, because the Dragons also were not that great last year either in the West, as they were 22-48, and that was with LeBron James on the team, and they still went 22-48. So big time danger here for the team, for the California Dragons, as they are really in danger of relocation for next season. And then for the Eastern Conference, the Kentucky Colliers have already wrapped up their playoff spot for number one seed at 47-15. The Slickers, I'll tell you what a surprise they have been this year, 40-21 to jump, hoping to get win number 40, and then they go 40-21. Columbus Basket Hounds, what a surprise this team has been this year, 37-23. The Milwaukee Bandits 34-27. The Founders 32-28. The Paladins 32-29, 7th place, and the Sting and the Atlanta Olympians. It's going to come down to the 8th spot of who is going to grab what in the 8th spot. So, and then everyone else, I believe they are pretty much going to be mathematically done. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the long run. Right now, but I think overall they are mathematically done with the season itself. So we can pretty much just chalk it up as we're done. But Olympians and the Sting fighting for the 8th spot. The Neon might have a chance, but with 7 games left in the schedule, it does not look good for them. The Tempo and the Bruisers at 29-32, also along with the Cannons, team who grabbed the 8th spot last year. They have 9 games left. They would need to get on a serious run if they're going to even sniff anything of a repeat performance getting into playoffs. The Power at 28-32, the Pilgrims at 28-33, the Miami Night Owls, who were in the playoffs last year, kind of biting the rough end this year, 26-36. The Carolina Fly Guys at 25-35, and BC Chicago. I tell you, tough break for them. 18-41 this year. I tell you, what a difference a year has absolutely will make, because there's no doubt a year has certainly changed. Last year you had Vancouver 15-20, the Jacks at 45-25, the Bandits at 43-27, the Barons, the Cyclones, the Peppers, the Leopards, and the Sting all made the playoffs last year. In that hellacious run to get the number 8 spot. The Power missed out barely. And then the Neptunes, the Nashville, everyone, of course San Francisco was just beyond terrible. But then in the East, the Montreal Gothics, the Miami Niles, Kansas City, Buffalo, Kentucky, who actually were 4th last year, Anaheim, Philadelphia, Jacksonville, and grabbing that final spot there actually it was BC and Baltimore. Baltimore actually did grab the number 8 spot. Jacksonville had number 7, and Baltimore had to beat out BC. Of course, they swept them in the season series in very hard-fought games against the team, and then Atlanta Olympians just could not do enough. And then, of course, you have the Founders, the Neon, the Arrows, the Chill, and this year has been, and the Columbus Basket House, 23-47. Come change as the Chill are in 3rd place, looking at another playoff spot. The Buffalo are currently in 1st place, and the Montreal Gothics 36-23. The Neptunes possibly 4th, Seattle 5th, St. Louis possibly 6th, the Cyclones 7th, and the Denver Summit 8th, and with possibly the Vancouver Vortex or the Las Vegas Jacks down the stretch to see if they can snatch a playoff spot. So that is, we may be heading for another crazy ending to the eXba season like we had last season. It may come down to the final day it may come down to the final 2 days to see who's going to determine who's going where and all that type of thing. Hey, Mike and lady, how are y'all doing tonight? So, as I like to say, with the whole game of what am I trying to say here? But with the whole Alabama game, yes, Alabama beat Georgia, so that's why I'm on a little bit later than tonight. So some trade factors as we had early on. We had Mitchell Robinson traded, the Bruisers traded, of course, Nurkic to the Jump for Mitchell Robinson. This was early, and then Derrick Rose, the Bruisers traded to the Cannons for Aaron Holiday. Kevin Durant traded from the Bruisers to the Tempo for Doug McDermott. De'Aaron Fox for Aaron Holiday. The Chill and the Bruisers swapped players there. Derek Favors traded from the Jacks to the Bruisers for Mitchell Robinson. So the Jacks got Mitchell Robinson. And then Miles Turner traded for Kenneth Faried. And then Boban Marjanovic also signed with the Bruisers in the offseason. So there really wasn't overall too much in the trade deadline. Wasn't too much jumping around. So